Good evening and welcome to the Binh Phuoc Radio, Television and Newspaper, BPTV News. I'm Binh Phuoc, bringing you the latest updates and stories from around the country. Stay with us for all the details. Party chief met with Hanoi voters. Binh Phuoc leaders sustained meeting of coordinating council for Southeast region. Binh Phuoc implement working regulation of China desk. Good export likely to top 16 billion USD this year. Now, let's take a look at local news. Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee Tôn Ngọc Hạnh and Chairwoman of the Provincial People's Committee Trần Tuệ Hiền have attended the 5th meeting of the Coordinating Council for Southeast Region, chaired by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính.
Over the past 11 months, the socio-economic situation in the Southeast region has continued its recovery trajectory, achieving better results than those in the same period last year. On behalf of the government, the Prime Minister acknowledged the efforts and significant achievements of party organizations, authorities, and people of localities in the region. The Prime Minister affirmed that the Southeast is one of the key regions contributing to the country's overall development. He required the meeting to focus discussion on assessing socio-economic performance, identifying tasks, and proposing solutions to realize the set goals, particularly the targets of double-digit GDP growth in the coming years. Looking ahead, in addition to maintaining macroeconomic stability, controlling inflation, and ensuring major economic balances, the Prime Minister asked regional localities to continue reviewing institutions in order to pinpoint obstacles and proposing mechanisms and policies to remove them. He also emphasized the need to renew traditional growth drivers with a focus on the disbursement of public investment capital, while fostering new growth engines, adopting new management methods, and prioritizing the training of high-quality human resources in emerging fields such as AI and semiconductors.
Vice Chairwoman of the Binh Phuoc Provincial People's Committee Trần Tuyết Minh chaired the meeting on December the 3rd on the implementation of the working regulation of the China desk and the plan of the Provincial People's Committee to enhance exchange and promote investment, trade and tourism with Chinese locality and partners.
The China desk is tasked with expanding external relations and people-to-people exchanges with Chinese localities, holding investment, trade, and tourism promotion activities, and attracting Chinese enterprises and investors to Binh Phuoc for production and business operations. Additionally, the desk is responsible for developing local human resources to meet the demands of exchanges and investment promotion activities. Vice Chairwoman Trần Tuyết Minh, head of the Chinese desk, emphasized that to achieve the established goals and tasks, the desk members must try to leverage the province's strengths in alignment with the needs of the Chinese counterparts. She also called for boosting cooperative programs and trade promotion efforts, and fostering the province's good relationship with China.
At this time of the year, along with others gardeners in the province, comrade farmers in Lộc Ninh district, Binh Phuoc province, are attentively caring for their trees so as to provide the best kumquat support for the market when the Lunar New Year or Tết comes.
To serve the upcoming Tết festival, Phạm Quốc Thắng, head of the kumquat production group in Lộc Phú commune, has invested in 350 trees. He shared that young trees were brought from the northern province of Hưng Yên, and it took him about 3 years to nurture the trees before shaping and pruning them to meet the required standards for decorative purpose. Previously, kumquat was not grown in Lộc Phú. Thanks to pioneers like Mr. Thắng, a kumquat production group has formed in the commune with 10 members, cultivating a total of around 10,000 trees. For the upcoming Tết, the group plans to supply over 3,000 kumquat trees to the market. By the beginning of November, the group had already received orders for 99% of their trees, which gave them strong motivation to continue investing in kumquat farming.
Turning around country news, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm met with voters in Hanoi on December the 3rd. More detail in those from report.
At the meeting, voters in the districts of Ba Ding, Hai Ba Trung, and Dong Da lauded the success of the 15th National Assembly's 8th session. They expressed their confidence in the recent policies and decisions of the party and state, in particular those on preventing wastefulness, streamlining the administrative apparatus, and building a strong party. General Secretary Lam highlighted the country's remarkable performance in 2024 with all socio-economic targets for the year fulfilled or surpassed. He said the party's Central Committee has outlined several critical tasks, including strengthening the party's leadership and combat capabilities, streamlining the political apparatus, removing institutional bottlenecks, promoting socio-economic development to improve living standards, intensifying the fight against corruption, among others. The party chief also acknowledged the achievements that Hanoi has obtained over the past year, underscoring the need for the capital city to continue with efforts for further development.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính inspected the progress of the Long Thanh International Airport project and the Biên Hòa Vũng Tàu Expressway project on December the 3rd.
After visiting the construction site on the day, Prime Minister Chin had a working session with representatives of relevant parties. He acknowledged the progress of the project, but pointed out several lingering issues, such as the land clearance rate remaining stagnant at 98.92% since September 2024, and others regarding investment policy approval and investor selection for component projects. The government leader demanded the immediate reassignment or suspension of the officials found responsible for obstructions and delays in the implementation. He suggested the engagement of local subcontractors and forces like police, military, and youth in project items. Alongside the implementation of the first phase, work should begin immediately on runway 2, striving for breaking ground in early 2025, he said, adding that steps should be taken to begin the second runway as soon as the first is completed in 2025. The Long Thanh Airport project has total investment of more than $16 billion and is implemented in 3 phases. It is expected to be put into use in 2026.
In business news today, the goods sector is expected to earn 15.5 to 16 billion USD from export this year, given a nearly 21% growth rate to over 13 billion USD in the first 10 months.
The US is currently the largest importer of Vietnam's wood and wood products, accounting for over 50% of the market share. It is followed by China and Japan. Among Vietnam's top 15 export markets, wood and wood product exports to Spain sees the strongest increase, at over 63%. Insiders emphasized the need for businesses to better their competitive edge through 5 pillars of production technology, low-emission manufacturing, management, trade promotion, and internal monitoring standards. In particular, to prepare a legal and high-quality raw material supply for exports, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development will continue to implement policies that encourage the development of large and certified sustainable forest management timber and the development of cooperation and linkages in forest plantation production associated with the consumption of forest products.
A group of architects with a shared passion for art has organized the exhibition Urban Imprint 2024 in Ho Chi Minh City, sharing their sketches and painting in watercolors and other mediums.
The exhibition features works in diverse materials that reflect artistic perspectives on familiar streets or stories on the city. These pieces capture daily life, activities, and objects in simple yet evocative hues. The event also includes talks where the artists share insights about local heritage, workshops for visitors and children, and the introduction of books of sketches and watercolor paintings portraying the city after 50 years. For those who have grown up in urban spaces, amidst the fast pace and constant movement, capturing the imprints of the place where they were born and grow up is both a joy and a source of positive inspiration.
That's all for today's edition of BPTV News. Thank you for joining us. I'm Thủy wishing you a wonderful evening. Goodbye and see you next time.